This is a full skin makeup tutorial with tools, technique, and products. This is free education, so save this video and lock in.
The very first step, and it's key, is to make sure that your skin is moisturized to the max. Comment down skincare if you want to know how my skincare routine goes. Next, you need to prime your face. I use the Touch and Soul primer. I love this primer because Korean Beauty, hello. You can place primer all over your face, but I normally concentrate on my T-zone because that's where I have the most textured skin. By the way, all the products that I mentioned in this video, if they're available, they're going to be on my Amazon storefront. So go and tap on the link in my bio and check out all the makeup recommendations I have in there. Step 2, I'm starting with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape. I love this concealer. It's super affordable and it's got great coverage. But what you're going to do is you're going to place it on the back of your hand. Take quite a bigger brush, but it's still a little bit dense, and dab the product into the brush. And then place the concealer right underneath the eye, but do not go to the waterline because that's where most of the time there's going to be wrinkles and we don't want to put too much product there. So just place it just before that. We want to look snatched, so we go up into the temple. Now, depending on what concealer you use, it's going to determine how long you just wait a bit before you start blending it in. So I tend to go in quite quickly afterwards, and I'm going to be using a sponge. And I'm just pressing the product into the skin, letting it melt into the skin. And you can see that here is where I'm taking up the product to the waterline. Now, here's a fun trick. If you have excess makeup underneath here and it's collecting where your wrinkles are, you just take a Q-tip and you just remove the excess, just like that, wherever it's gathered up underneath your eyes. Here's the rule of thumb. Do all of your liquids first, set, and then do all of your powders. So the next step is going to be a foundation. I'm using a liquid foundation. I'm using L'Oreal, the True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the color N8. Again, we're using our trusty canvas. That is the back of our hand. And you're going to take your foundation brush and then tap in the products into the brush. Less is more when it comes to having a flawless skin makeup. I picked up a little bit of product on the brush, and I'm going to be doing dabbing motions again. Take the back of the sponge and literally beat your face because we're trying to blend the foundation into the concealer, no harsh lines. Okay, now we move on to bring definition to the face, okay? Because right now it's looking like a potato. And I'm doing that with the Hang Van Gogh bronzer and contour in one. I love this product. Now, how I contour is with a fluffy brush that is angled so you can get into the cheekbone crevices. Dab the product lightly and then go in right underneath the cheekbone. And I am swiping up. Can you see that? I'm swiping up. I'm not dragging down. I'm swiping up. Here's my other side of the cheek with nothing on. And then look at that. Oh, okay. Next, we're still on the liquids. If you want to do a liquid blush, this would be the next step. I'm using the ColourPop Weightless Liquid Blush in Wildest Dreams. I'm just placing it right at the height of my cheekbone. So this is very pigmented, so be careful. Taking a smaller, fluffy, denser brush. Can you see the difference between this blush brush and this one? Use this one. And then I'm dabbing the product and I'm moving it around where I want to place the blush. We're going in upwards motion because we want to snatch our faces. Don't come down here. If you're feeling glamorous, darling, you can go to the next step and add highlights. Now for that, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. That's different from my Tarte one. This one is a shade match. This one, highlight. Get it? I'm using a smaller brush than this one that I used the concealer. And I'm just going to highlight a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the forehead. Make it say hi to the blush. Remember where we placed it? Take your sponge to blend into the waterline. If you're still here with me, give me a thumbs up in the comments. We have placed all the liquids. So what do we got to do? Exactly. We have to set it. I'm using the best setting spray. Argue with your mama. That is the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. This is how we execute flawlessness. It's with the powders. Today, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Shortbread. Okay, she is a loose powder and she just fell everywhere. So you're going to pick up with your triangle puff. You're going to pick up some products, okay? Again, less is more. Get rid of the excess pressed powder. We don't need any of this. Everywhere you put the highlighting concealer or the concealer is where you're going to place this powder. Now, Juvia's, you did your big one with the Blush Rouge Volume 3. Oh! Now, Juvia's Place is pigmented AF, so be light-handed. I'm taking this deep color right here. I'm going to bring back that contour just a little bit. Oh, so gorgeous. And then I'm going with a powder brush that is angled, and I'm going to be placing my blush back lightly and literally place it exactly where the liquid blush was. So the rule of thumb is wherever you place your liquid is where you're going to place your what? Powders. Good job. Here's the step you're forgetting, okay? Loose, translucent powder. I'm using the Palladio Forever Ever setting powder. Love her down. Take your powder brush. Sometimes I just mix it into the lid so there's an even coat on the brush. Dab it up some more. And then just place it anywhere you feel like you're going to sweat, anywhere you need to set that makeup. Oh, she's back. Yes, she is. And the L'Oreal setting spray. Give her a shake and spray like you mean it. And there we have it. A flawless application of your skin makeup. Follow these steps. Make sure that you save the video. Comment down below something that you learned that you didn't do before. And make sure you like the video because I'm giving you free education. Hello.